Put the kids upstairs.
Put the kids upstairs.
Take the kids' table in the roof.
And stuffing them inside each other
Yeah.
feels a little like evil
Yeah, it's
almost.
like-
I see 12 place settings.
It's not right here. This shouldn't be this hard.
What do you do?
You
You keep going. Jesus, Danny.
All right, let's come in, right? Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
To give thanks to the people.
Give-
The thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks to the
Giving
world.
thanks. Thanksgiving. That's it.
Family.
Giving these nuts.
Ah,
Got
thank
'em.
you. Thank you for that.
How does the turkey go? Gulp, gulp, gulp.
So it's like, isn't it more like
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Come on, read a book.
That's a chicken. It's like, gulp, gulp, gulp.
I've never heard a chicken. Like, bacock?
Yeah. Gulp.
That's definitely a chicken.
That's definitely a
He's
chicken.
cucking, bro.
Danny's cucking.
Chickens
They don't
cuck,
actually say-
turkeys gobble. You
they
gotta
don't
know
act-
this.
Yeah.
This is basic poultry, buddy.
Basic.
Sometimes an animal will make a noise that is like, sometimes a dog will just go like bark. It's not even like, sometimes, no, dude, very occasionally, the animal will just say its word in English.
Bark.
Woof.
Woof. Roof.
Dude, sometimes they'll do for sure woof.
The woof woof bark bark. Well, a cow just goes moo. A cow simply goes moo.
Yeah.
Pigs don't oink. do
Pigs
they?
never oink. Pigs never
Pigs
oink.
don't oink.
Pigs
No.
don't.
And a horse doesn't. What is it? Whinny?
A horse does whinny.
You know-
It just doesn't say.
No, it doesn't whinny.
It doesn't
whinny.
sound
A
like
pig
whinny.
oinks, but it doesn't say oink. But some animals, that's the thing. If you go to another language and they have like a very similar sounding word for their noise, that's actually its true noise.
There's a word for that. A noise that. What the fuck? is it
Sonic
called?
mellogram.
No.
Sonic
no,
anagram.
No.
Sonic
Boom.
cosmic mogram.
I don't know, but it's like, it's exactly that. It's like if it moo, it's literally describing the sound, and it is the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
not-
what is it?
I'm not. Well,
There's
English.
Where the word sounds like the sound.
Isn't it an onomatopoeia?
No.
No, onomatopoeia is the other thing.
I think it is.
No, it's not onomatopoeia.
No, it's definitely not an onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia is just a word that describes a noise.
Like pow.
Yeah.
No.
Or like,
No, that's wrong.
it's like an action word.
That's no like a comic like pow or bazoink. That's not an anagram. That's
an onomatopoeia.
That's an onomatopoeia.
Bing, bang, ow.
yeah, pow.
that's an onomatopoeia.
Swoosh, Shazam,
That's
dunk.
like classic.
But there's a word.
Batman.
There's a
Cartoon.
word for, yeah. What is it?
I don't know. I'm not an English guy.
Turkeys gobble.
Turkeys gobble. That's the main
Gobble,
point.
gobble, gobble.
That's the main
Turkeys
point.
gobble. Every year they pardon a turkey. Isn't that such a weird?
From sacrifice.
Yeah. Every year the president of the United States.
What crime is it committed?
It happened today. Every year they pardon a turkey. Say you can live.
What does that do?
I'm pretty sure they actually have another turkey which they don't pardon.
The turkey head was.
specifically we Aztec a turkey. Aztec Mayan sacrifice a turkey.
Excuse me.
If they don't
No,
pardon
because
a
then I
turkey,
feel like we wouldn't eat it. We'd just like burn it.
if they don't pardon a turkey, that means they kill it. So we're
Essentially, that's
sacrificing this
it's
turkey.
probably
Is what
the
I'm
White-
saying.
Probably the White House turkey.
That's
what
probably
they-
a big turkey.
But yeah, the president literally. It happened today. They get in a big live stream. And they go into the Rose Garden and they have a physical turkey in front of them,
But like,
and he pardons them.
do they pick one or do they like walk around with their hands behind their back like, this one looks good, this
not
one's not
sure.
as good?
I'm not sure how they pick it, but I think it's a competition on the White House website or something.
I heard it was the turkey with the fattest ass.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
I
the one
heard.
with the sexiest
Snood.
snood.
Gibbler.
Snood.
Snood.
Where'd I get Gibbler from?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
there's gizzard.
Gizzard.
Gizzards are the inside of the turkey. So if you buy a turkey,
You get a
you'll-
sack.
You get a sack with the heart and the lungs and all this shit.
Do any of your family members pop them like potato chips?
Yeah, there's always one family member who's like, oh,
Give me that sack.
give me that liver.
Give me that bag. And they pop them like it's like the heart's like this big. It's not that big.
I think it's really healthy.
I
animal's
think that's
not.
what.
Yeah, like
they-
liver, and all organs are really healthy for the most part.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't trust like
A lot of
my
vitamins.
I wouldn't trust like my uncle to be like, yeah, eat this fucking liver. It's
No.
healthy for you. I'd be like, stay away from my family.
I don't know. You're eating every other part of it. Who cares? Might as well eat the liver.
I'm not eating that fucking
I'll try.
that in there?
I will try anything once. Any
Is
food.
what in there?
the turkey wiener.
Wiener.
Is it in there?
Oh,
I don't.
the balls maybe.
Yeah, and the balls might be in there. You tried turkey balls?
Yeah, sure. I'd try turkey balls.
Do birds have balls?
I don't think so.
What do they have?
I don't know.
Do they
Also,
eggs?
I'm pretty sure that whole thing is kind of cut out isn't that where the cavity is?
So that is a pretty gaping hole.
It's a huge hole. There's no way that's the hole that they have in birth. Like
Right.
when they're alive, there's no way that hole's that big.
Yeah, we started throwing. So you ever try to do? What's the way to cook turkey that like just goes boom if you do it wrong?
That's like a garbage can. It's like essentially
Like a deep fry one?
frying something.
It's just if you deep fry it while it's frozen, right?
Well, there's a few different things. It can either happen like that, you deep fry it while it's frozen, or you deep fry it and you close it wrong and it builds up pressure and becomes like a bomb.
Now it's a fucking rice cooker bomb.
Yeah, my mom.
Seriously.
My mom was doing something with a pressure cooker once, and like it was just done right. So she said, "Okay, take off the lid," and she didn't release the air.
No,
So
yeah.
she told me to open the lid, and after like me really trying, I was like one really good try. I went, "This is wrong." You know, I was like, "This is wrong. Something's not right here. This shouldn't be this hard to take off." And then my dad tried, and that's when I took like 20 steps back, and then he couldn't even get it off. That's how much pressure was in there. I was like, "Okay, we need to fix this." And then finally, the little nozzle. My mom tried to kill me and my father. Is what I'm trying to say.
That's how pressure cooker bombs work. You do that, except instead of the food inside, you just put a bunch of nails
Yeah,
and
and
scrap
forks.
metals and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what my mom was cooking. I came home to it. It could have just been a bunch of forks in there.
It was just a bunch of. It's a pressure cooker bomb.
Yeah, she was trying to kill
trying
us.
to kill your
That's
family.
what it felt like. I was like, this is not right. Because I know she used a pressure cooker before.
Cashing in on the insurance money.
Yeah, I don't even, yeah, maybe. Let's do the sponsor
Let's
first
pay some bills. Let's do
Yeah,
the sponsor first.
before we continue.
You know it's Thanksgiving. You know what that happens after Thanksgiving? Black Friday, the start of the busiest shopping season of the year, now probably rendered a lot online.
That's true.
So the website you should check out is manscaped.com. Go there for all your below-the-belts men's grooming needs. You can just make it simple. Go grab the Perfect Package 3.0. Comes with the lawnmower. Use code PICKY at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. And on top of the normal Manscaped discounts for Black Friday.
Yeah.
They got sales on sales on sales.
Sales on sales on sales to help your balls on balls.
All sales.
Ball sales.
There's whenever anybody makes a meal in a slow cooker or crock pot, it's either really good or just bad. There's no in between.
Why would it be bad?
There's no just okay.
Well, there's a bunch of meals that are just kind of like goop
Goop.
that you can make
But I
that
feel
are
like-
not very good.
feel like
and then
pressure-
there's
yeah.
some that are really good.
I feel like crockpot pressure cooker meals, most of them are goop.
Yeah, but some is good goop and some is bad goop.
Can't have that bad goop.
Well, is a pressure cooker the same as a slow cooker? Like, is a crock pot?
I think
pressure
so.
cooker,
Yeah, I
or
think it's the
no?
same. No, no,
Isn't it different? Isn't it just
no.
cooks it over like 8 hours?
I think a crock pot's different. They're all kind of the same.
Well, crock pot's like a slow cooker.
Yeah, they're all kind of the same. Pressure cooker is different because pressure cooker could go boom boom. I think which one? What was the slow cooker? Is just glass top, right? It's like hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's much pressure.
That's
on
just like set it and forget it.
Set it
that's
and
too,
forget
that's too
it.
much of a time commitment.
Well, that's why
Takes
you
all
do-
day to cook.
You just do it you literally, and it's supposedly pretty safe. You literally just like do it in the morning, go to work, come back, dinner's made, boom.
Yeah, dinner's made. Boom.
Yeah.
Dinner 9 hours. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what's so
You don't go boom for food
You know,
that takes
it's
9
so-
I
hours.
mean,
it's so annoying that like cooking meals is fun and usually it's pretty good, but the fact that you could cook for like 2 hours, 5 hours, 9 hours, especially the families that cook Thanksgiving, like that's a day before thing, and then 5 minutes eating it. It's like, God damn it! Like, yeah, it was good, but no, I don't. I'm gonna order next time. You know?
Yeah, dude, Thanksgiving food's not even good to begin with.
Oh, here we go,
That dry ass turkey sucks.
dude. I don't think the turkey's
Thanksgiving
that dry.
turkey
I like
is the worst
turkey.
form of turkey.
I like the dark meat. I don't think that's not necessarily as dry. I'm like
Maybe not.
Give
yeah.
me the leg. You know.
yeah, turkey's not the greatest meat, but
That's fair.
It's good
I
on-
don't like
it's good on
roasted
Thanksgiving,
turkey.
and also you can make it good. It's just really hard. It's one of the hardest meats to cook.
Is it?
Like a whole bird, yeah.
That's toss me the bird, the whole bird.
It's hard to cook any whole bird because there's so many because different parts need to be cooked differently technically.
Yeah, and I also feel like it's hard in general to cook something that's like 22 pounds. You're like cooking like a medium child.
Like you know the thing from Friends where he like he puts a duck or something in a
Turducken.
turducken, yeah. That is a nightmare. Like it would never work.
Like-
Because you can't you would
Never.
have to
Wait,
you-
that's not a
you-
real thing?
You'd
It
have
is.
it is, but it can never work the way he says it because you would have to inherently dry one of them out far beyond what you'd want to do
and,
to eat it.
And aren't there people that shove like a turkey, chicken, then a duck, like a
That's just,
turducken?
you'd have to. I think Binging with Babish did it correctly. You have to like cook the inside one almost to like 75%. then stuff it in the other one, then cook that, and then do it like that.
And then cook that one to 50%.
It's impossible to cook all of them together, or else the outside one is just gonna be
Black.
totally
Black and burnt.
totally dry.
That's a little too much for me. Like that. Anytime you're taking your meats and stuffing them inside each other, it
Yeah.
feels a little like evil
Yeah,
almost.
it's like this is we're playing God.
Yeah, now you're just experimenting.
Yeah, it's like well, yeah, I don't want this Frankenstein turducken.
The most
that's
they'll
what-
do is, put some bacon on my burger or on my chicken. But
Right,
They
right,
start mixing all these meats and stuffing them inside
But
each
if
other.
I could take a mitten full of bacon and shove it up that turkey's ass, I'd do it. I would, no shame.
That's what happened to the turkey. You gotta stuff it to make it good.
Yeah.
You take a lemon, you take a bunch of rosemary, you fucking shove it in there, a bottle of white wine,
Just
shove
put
it
some
in
butter
there,
in there.
cheese,
That's what we're doing with this guy
butter
later.
in there.
Yeah, that's me. I'll be ready. And sometimes I go to people's houses that are graciously hosting, and it's like I see them put a little too much effort into certain things, and I'm like, I'm grateful, but it's like this is too much work. It's like you don't got to do all this. Like, why do we need party streamers? Like, I don't need this. Like we have.
She made like an elaborate pie that looks like a castle.
Yeah, you like color coded plates and like fucking things for every person. I'm like, this is what are you doing?
My cousin's doing a thing where she sent out essentially, like, because the family can't be together, she sent out a Zoom thing, and like we RSVP'd for it, and then supposedly it's like a game of some sort. So supposedly we're getting some pieces in the mail. So hopefully it works well. I assume that there's going to be some technical
Danny has
difficulties.
no faith.
No faith in it.
No faith.
You're explaining it, but you don't think it's gonna work.
I assume that there's going to be some technical difficulties.
I wouldn't. Think it's gonna work.
But I love the effort and the passion and the dedication.
So you're getting pieces, and it's a game. That's interesting.
It's like a game, just so the family has some kind of bonding, something or other together.
Maybe it's like a timed puzzle.
Because this year, big Roni.
Yep.
So it's gonna be me and me mama, and me papa,
Paw.
just the three of us.
Yeah. It's upsetting for my family because my family, if we ever went anywhere, wherever we go, we bring 6 to 8 in the first place. My family, even my immediate family's so big, it's like can't go anywhere. Barely go
Neighbor's
shopping.
gonna call the cops on you.
Probably, yeah, that'd be the best.
Is it over 10? You think neighbors around here are gonna call the cops on each other? They
Uh,
see a bunch of cars outside.
I don't think so. I think maybe if the person next to me was throwing like a Project X Thanksgiving, like turkey DJs and shit, I'd be like, okay, what the hell's going on here? I'm not calling, but someone's calling around. here.
Right.
I'm
But
outside.
I mean, if there's any kind of Project X, people are calling.
That's
Regardless.
true. But I'd say if I go out, and even before all this, if I went out in the yard and just said my name one time out loud, the cops would be here. Be like, my name's Antonio. The 5-6 policemen pulling me away.
I mean, yeah, maybe neighbors will. It's time to get the revenge on your neighbor.
Yeah. See, I don't think there's a lot of rats, but if there was a reason for them to rat, I think there'd be the cops would be overwhelmed with calls.
There's no incentive
Yeah.
to rat. Right now, it's just you rat, and then, I mean, no cop is gonna do anything. I don't think. At least here, I think it's just kind of like a please don't do it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get like a fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't read into it.
I don't know. I saw people I follow on Instagram posting like if I catch anyone having more than 10 people on their Snap story, I'm calling the cops.
What is that even? But I
You're
understand.
gonna have to the cops gonna come search your house. And your cousin's gonna be Anne Franking it in the fucking
Yeah,
attic.
exactly. It's like put them upstairs. Put the kids upstairs.
Put the kids
All
upstairs.
take the kids' table in the roof. No, but I'm saying it's
Andrew Cuomo just walks in.
it's like
And he's
bust down the
like,
door. Where are
I
they?
see 12 place setters.
There's a lot of red Solo cups in that
Expecting
garbage.
any company?
Yeah. You feel a drag. You just hear like the steps up. It's Anne Frank.
He
You
just-
hear the
yeah.
steps.
It just burns down
It's like,
your house.
where are the children?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't think that the cops will come and do anything. I
Yeah.
don't think it's that. But I mean, I guess it's just
But
they're just trying to make it seem like
Yeah.
scary
Yeah.
so that people don't do it because for some reason people still don't listen.
yeah, and it still should be a Thanksgiving where if you usually have 30, you can probably trim off that fat to like 15.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know?
I didn't
You
even
don't-
realize that people respected the sanctity of Thanksgiving. They're like, oh, how are we going to go without a holiday? It's like, will you calm down?
That's
Thanksgiving is a very
fair. But what else-
mediocre holiday.
It is fair.
I
It's
agree with that,
But
actually.
that doesn't mean that it's not could be the only time where certain family members get together.
That's true, too.
Like Thanksgiving's pretty much the only time every year I see a few cousins. Only time.
What about they don't come to Christmas?
Christmas is we're split
No.
family, so
Yeah.
Christmas is like my mom's side, Christmas my dad's side, Christmas my mom, Christmas
So,
my
but
side,
I don't-
Thanksgiving my dad's
I-
side. You know,
I don't understand that though, because if it's split family, then why isn't it split family for Thanksgiving?
No,
I mean,
one,
I
one
see-
side of the
I
family
see
gets
this.
Thanksgiving.
I see this side of this family Thanksgiving.
gotcha,
I see
gotcha,
this side of the
gotcha.
family Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just one big family every
I mean,
time.
I mean,
No,
I get that too, but you know,
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't-
extenuating times.
yeah,
call
that's
for-
what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, like,
call for, oh man, not gonna see cousin whatchamacallit that I only see once a year anyway.
right. But the point is, you only either way. The thing is, like, is the cutoff 10? Like, can you not get away with 12 depending on family sizes? You know, or like 13? Like, what's 10? You know,
I mean, you can have 13 if you want Cuomo showing up to your house
that's
in a Hitler
true.
mustache.
That's true. With freaking Fuhrer outfit.
I think it's just a good number, 10, because I think what they're trying to do is have at the maximum 2 households congregate.
Right.
It's not necessarily about even people. It's more about how many households they're from. If you have 10 people from 10 different places, like Friendsgiving, that's even worse, you know?
Friendsgiving is much worse.
Because you want to have people from the same household are considered safe.
It's
because
like
Friendsgiving
they
is
always
just
have
seeing the
together.
people you see every
Yeah,
week
the-
anyway.
The problem is if you do Thanksgiving like with your family and you're not allowed 10, that might be 2 households that could be across the street anyway that don't go anywhere. But if you have a Friendsgiving with 10 people, that's 10 doofs from 10 different families in 10 different areas. That's like that's
that you
worse.
see every day.
Yeah, it's worse.
Exactly. It's about minimizing your potential reach. It's like the 6 degrees of separation. You want to minimize that reach.
Right, but I also see the point where like some families are taking it seriously and like they could have 30 that only see each other all the time and like nothing will change in that sense. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, it's just a number rule we have to deal with. But if it hits Christmas, I'll be a little upset. 'Cause I feel like that's a much more important, bigger
It
gathering.
definitely
Oh,
will.
well, it's certainly
It's
going to hit
certainly
Christmas. I mean, you only had a month in between.
Well, we'll see. You never know.
Yeah, you almost know
You know,
sometimes.
you know.
Pessimist
Sometimes you know.
Yeah, but if they bump it up to 15, boom. There you go. Nice little party.
I don't
Party.
think they will.
3 households, although they won't. Hopefully, they don't bring it down to 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't realize people had such respect for these holidays.
People definitely do. I mean, just because you don't. Like, I don't
Yeah.
either.
No,
but
I'm not saying they shouldn't. I just said I didn't realize that they
Right.
did.
Danny's in a bubble over here.
I didn't know.
Danny just hates his family.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I mean, I love. Trust me, I'm the first person. I like Thanksgiving. I love eating. But I just
Got everything.
That's it.
Eating.
I love everything. I love eating. I like seeing my family.
I'm sure there's a lot of people also that aren't that aren't upset at all. They're like, oh, thank God. Now it's a reason for me. Everyone's looking for a reason to cancel a party or not go to one until they're forced to not go to one, and now everyone wants to go to the party. It's like,
Yeah.
come on,
Well, once you tell me I can't do
yeah,
something.
nah, I gotta do
I
it.
really think that
That was my favorite thing to do.
I love that. That's my favorite holiday. It's like
I think that's.
You didn't even go last year. You stayed home and ate
it's
ice
like,
cream.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think that's a big, like, and honestly, a big part of it. Just like, you tell me I can't go see my family for Thanksgiving? Fuck you.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's, which, yeah.
Well, I mean, people don't like
People
being
don't like being told what to do.
and that's fair. I don't like being told
I don't
what
like
to
being
do.
told to do it all.
JT hates being told what to do.
Yeah.
JT
Fuck
won't,
you.
JT won't wipe his ass for a month if he's told to wipe his butt every
If they
day.
made it a law to wipe your ass, you're goddamn right I
JT's
wouldn't
gonna
do
be
it.
smelling it up out here, which is I'd probably have a sit down talk with you, but I would just respect it. Definitely have to go to the emergency room at some
Yeah.
point. You ever not wipe your butt as a kid so long you got a little rash?
No.
Really? No?
Jesus, Antonio.
I think I did. When I was a kid though. I didn't I think I was during the stages of learning how, and I probably just didn't do it properly. That's much worse than we had a friend come outside, walk like a block while we were on the way to the park, went, "Oh, gotta go back." Didn't wipe enough and like go back into the house. Like that's completely like you're an 18-year-old boy.
Well, at least he knows.
How do you just realize
But
that?
if he didn't know, that'd be more shocking.
I don't know. I mean, I almost, I empathize with that friend much more. I call it a Crayola poop. You ever had Crayola poop?
Where it just doesn't end.
It just doesn't end. It's like imagine if you shoved a crayon up your ass and we're trying to wipe. It just never ever
So you
ends.
just give
fair,
up?
fair, but that doesn't mean you just
what
give up.
What do you do?
You
You keep going. Jesus, Danny.
No,
come on.
you should have no respect for that kid more than a child that doesn't know how to wipe his ass yet.
Sometimes
Sometimes you just got to give up.
That makes no
Sometimes you just
sense.
gotta give up.
That is.
Especially if pooping in somebody else's house, you don't want to use too much toilet paper.
Oh,
The
I'm sure
toilet.
they'd much more rather you.
Then you
know,
stinking up the
Yeah.
place. That smell is not contained in your pants. Everyone could smell that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do. I just
You just
no,
keep-
the answer's very
You
obvious.
just keep
It actually,
wiping.
most
No,
people
I mean,
above 4 years
eventually-
old know the answer.
Eventually, you can't just keep wiping.
No, you can.
If you start seeing blood,
I still think you keep going. Yeah.
You can push through that.
Yeah.
So
that's actually dangerous. Now you're smearing around shit on an open wound.
well, then you better at least go home.
Yeah, I
You
mean
gotta go
that's
home.
I'm not saying I'm saying it's a problem, but the answer is not always just keep wiping.
think it is.
That's truly
I
not
would.
the answer. It's
maybe,
not always
all
the
right,
answer.
maybe not this absolute, but I would say 99.99 it is. Just
I usually just try to keep shitting.
fair. Okay, that's
That's
more than
that's-
giving up
that's-
and walking out.
That's my solution.
Because you know what? He was also at his house, right? So he could have just said, not coming out or something if it's this much of a problem. You don't just come out with a fucking,
Yeah, I
with
don't know.
mud in your pants.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was terrified as a kid of like the bathroom.
Like the toilet sucking you in?
No, I was just scares me monsters in it.
Like, where would they be hiding?
Uh,
Or you mean upon entry? Like opening the door, there's a monster. Boom, it got you.
yeah, or
Or-
just being there or whatever.
Behind the shower.
Yeah. I was really scared for some reason of Dobby from Harry Potter. Like I always thought he was gonna be in there. It's a creepy looking motherfucker,
Dude,
dude.
yeah, I wouldn't.
He's like a good guy, right?
Yeah.
JT sucks.
Yeah, I was terrified of that or Smeagol. Smeagol, I said Smeagol.
You don't like little creatures, little goblin-y creatures.
Yeah,
Schmeagol
pretty
and
much, man.
Dobby, pretty much the same. They're not the same thing, but
They look similar, yeah.
aesthetically,
Smeagol's probably scarier.
Smeagol's definitely scarier. No, actually,
Isn't Smeagol just a person?
it's a hobbit, right? Hobbit
Yeah.
that got all deformed. But I don't know if I saw Dobby, I'd probably he'd scare me more.
Well, that's what
Who's scarier,
5-year-old me
Dobby
thought.
or Schmeagol? I want to know. I want their opinions.
They both look like fucking
Are you
shriveled ball sacks.
Schmeagol? Are you talking about Gollum?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's. I mean,
It's the same,
Smeagol
it's the
is.
same.
Is that his name? Schmeagol?
Smeagol is like his newer name. I think Gollum used to be his name when he was like a human.
it's
right?
the same. It's the same.
Or
That's the
fucking-
character you're talking about. Though.
I don't know. I never. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings guy.
Fair, but yeah,
Yeah. I'm not afraid of creatures or ghosts. I'm so much more
I
afraid.
mean, no
of,
one is, but
I'm
I'm
so
talking about
much-
when we're 5.
Well, I mean, some people are.
Danny can't.
I'm so much. I'm better.
distinguish
I'm
those.
so much more afraid of real people. Like I'm just so much more afraid of a SWAT team just coming into my house and then dismembering me slowly. Like that's
SWAT
like
team
those are
dismembering
those
you.
are my fears. Like a team of people. Like I've legitimately never been like maybe there's a ghost, maybe there's a monster. I'm always like maybe there's just a guy who's gonna skin me slowly.
Right,
Wait, talking about now or when you were 5?
At all, both
but
at all times.
I feel like the reason why that the concept of like a ghost or something I think is scarier than a man being in there because I feel like I could beat a man. It's like
Yeah.
fighting is just a luck sometimes. If there's a guy with a knife there and at least I see him, there's a chance. There's a chance. Now if I'm fighting a demon, I'd be like, I'm not saying I think they're real, but if I'm fighting a demon, I'd be like, okay, well here we go. That's why I think it's scarier.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if a group of men deciding to come into my house and dismember me, I'd be like, oh well, this.
And that's
sucks.
always just seemed like much more of a legitimate fear, even though it's almost probably just as unlegitimate.
It's not the same
Illegitimate.
kind of illegitimateness, if that's the
One,
word.
well,
But-
one is real, but why on God's earth would they be going after me?
Yeah, I don't know what you did. You find a briefcase in the middle of the road with $1 million. Did
Yeah,
you see that? This family found a sack pretty much with like $1.8 million in it. Gave it to the feds or something.
Why?
Gave it to the feds, and it wound up being just a free pile of money that fell off an armored truck, like a bank, like transport trunk. What's that?
yeah, like one of the ones you rob in GTA.
Yeah, the ones you rob in GTA, and
Right.
it was just boom, 1.8 just for them.
But they get to keep it? 'Cause
No.
They don't know which.
Well, I mean, if you keep it, you must now you are committing a crime because if you find $1.8 million, you have to wash it somehow.
Right,
I'm
but
keeping it.
but no one would know that. No one would ever know that the bag fell off during transport. They would think it was like misplaced or robbed.
Okay, but I'm saying if you do keep it, you must now participate in a crime.
But why is it a crime to find money? They didn't know that it was part of an armored truck. They just thought it was a bag of money.
Yeah.
Like, why is that a crime in itself?
I mean, it just is because it didn't come from the sky. It didn't grow on a tree.
Right?
It obviously came from somewhere that's not yours.
Okay.
And you just because you found it doesn't mean it's not stealing.
What if it was treasure? There's people that bury shit all the time.
Right. And if the whole thing is like you give it to the feds or whatever, and if no one claims it after 30 days, you can have it.
Oh,
I don't know if
man.
that worked. I don't know if that applies to 1.8 million. Listen, I'd keep it too.
I don't even know if I would trust.
I would keep it.
I don't even. If I dug up a chest and it was filled with like 500,000 of coins, I don't know if I'm.
Well, that's different. No, that's very different. There's actually like archaeological missions to go down to like shipwrecks from that had so much gold from like hundreds of years ago. And people will invest in that trip to like get the money.
So it's different if it's like a federal
Like
money,
Lara-
federal money, you
like
know,
Lara
like a
Croft.
banknote.
Okay.
I don't know the exact everything, but like
So if it's gold bars,
if I had a ship full of gold bars that sunk, you can't just now go diving for it and stuff. But if it was 200 years ago, I don't know what the limit is, but if it's 200 years ago, now it could be like an archaeological mission and you can get it.
I don't think I'm giving that money back.
But if it has historical value, then the government will seize it again.
So
Anyway.
then how are you gonna wash it?
I don't care how I'm gonna wash it. I won't. I might not even touch it for 20 years. I don't care.
You don't
don't-
need to wash it if you didn't spend it
Yeah.
all at once.
Yeah,
You could inflate your income 10,000, 20,000 a little bit
I'd also
That'd
throughout
be
the
a lot.
throughout the course of a year.
I just probably give up
That's-
20% of it and like by putting it into there's like Bitcoin ATMs you can use that are completely anonymous.
Oh, that's true. What if you just put it into crypto anonymously?
I mean, you still have to wash it when you're getting it back out of crypto.
Right. But you figure that out.
Or you could just say, yeah, I bought. Or you could just say, yeah, I bought. I mined Bitcoin back when it was worth nothing.
Yeah, and it
10
went.
years ago, and I just found the laptop it was on.
Yeah, and it
Boom.
went, boom.
Now you have to pay taxes on it and everything. But
That's fine.
You got it.
Now it's government's, and
But they're gonna be up your ass. And
They'll be up my ass. But I'm gonna.
Yeah, show me the laptop.
I'll
Show
get,
me the
I'll get a new
files.
laptop. I'll throw dust in it. I'll make it look old. Fucking. I'll like do this or something. I don't know.
I'd open a front. I'd open a hair salon probably too.
What would you do?
yeah. I mean, front is definitely the way to go.
No, you definitely need a front. But like, what would you open? Don't Ozark me and say like casino. That's too easy.
No.
You wouldn't be able to open a casino at 1.8
It's like
million.
a diner.
A diner.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. I'd open a diner. A bar. That bar would be doing
Yeah,
very
definitely
well.
a bar, and then that'd be great. Because
Yeah,
now, and we
that's all
actually,
cash anyway. 'Cause most of the time.
Yeah,
Or what about an arcade? You ever think about that?
Yeah, but no one spends who spends real money in an arcade, you know?
what do you mean?
If you open like a really big arcade and you just
People spend
fill the
money on
machine with
arcades.
coins every
True,
month.
but I'm saying I think when you're picking these businesses, you want something that is gonna,
If you don't want it done
Uh,
too fast,
you don't want it too fast, but you don't want it done too slow.
that's not true. I think the slower the better.
Then
If
open
you
a
have-
laundromat.
If you have an arcade, no, because that's what people do all the time. If you have an arcade,
It has launder in the name.
yeah, they'll be like, "Yeah, I see what you did. Trying to get one over on us,
Pulling
buddy.
a pun on the FBI?
How dare you? Yeah, they take down your whole system.
No one pulls puns on the FBI.
What about ATMs? Does that work?
I don't even know how that works. Can I just open an ATM?
I
somewhere?
think you can, right? Yeah.
I had to. Okay.
It's just now every time you deposit.
Yeah, but then there's receipts. There's everything. You can't do that.
yeah, sure too.
you want something that doesn't.
Vending machine, same thing.
Also, who deposits through an ATM? Not a lot of people.
That's fair.
Through a private ATM. No one deposits through one. You need
That's
cash. You need
true.
to. It'd be the opposite.
Right.
I don't know.
I think you could just. I think the delis won't give a shit if you just bought like $1 million of scratch offs.
Honestly,
You lose so much of it.
I'm just gonna do like a hot dog stand. Like
That hot dog stand's making bank.
Like
No,
in-
that's good.
like in
No
Cent-
receipts,
in
nothing.
Central Park. No receipts at all. You have like incredibly exorbitant prices, and you just say, "Oh yeah, tourists."
Yeah, we gotta fucking we gotta.
$2 hot dogs.
I mean, they're not far off.
Yeah, I guess that works. I'm not sure. I feel like whatever my
You'd
whatever.
be praised as like a business god. This man makes 1.7 million a year in hot
Yeah.
dogs.
But only for 1 year.
Only for 1 year.
I'd gladly. Those are like those hot dog vendors in like Central Park and like Times Square, just simply preying off supply and demand. And I'll gladly pay $4 for a water bottle if there's nothing else in sight.
I feel like
I'll be happy to do it.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting for me that I would accept $4 as a water bottle
It's
price.
gonna taste so good.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I want
It's
that
gonna
water.
be so amazing.
Like I don't care. $6 though. Okay, calm down. $5 might be my max if I'm thirsty.
And then all that's paid in cash. This is hot dog stands, chain of hot dog stands.
Danny's dogs.
Danny's dogs.
Dan's dogs.
And maybe who knows? Maybe they just also become profitable on their own.
It's a $1.7 million investment into you. Technically, that's good enough. Tell them where to find you, Danny.
You can find me at dmore723 at Instagram and in a home with less than 10 people.
GT.
You can find me at JTHolden97 on Instagram.
You can find me at Aunt Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
Picky Boys Podcast. Like, share, subscribe.
Gobble, gobble.
Make sure you don't forget to check out the first link below, manscaped.com. Black Friday. Balls will thank you.
Kiss me.
Code Picky, 20% off.
Who's fisting me? Let's go.